Hi, I'm Lacey, and this is my presentation on Brother Dean and why and how he could benefit from ethics. So what is ethics? Ethics are the principles used to help communicate the speaker's ideas to their audience. And what specifically are these principles? Well, they are truthfulness, respect, integrity, and responsibility, which I think if Dean cleaned up a little bit, just a tad, I think his preaching could come off a little bit nicer instead of as harsh. Tip number one I would give him would be to make a better first impression or to be respectable. His clothing that he wears doesn't really give off an open and warm environment or setting. It calls his audience a whore, and he's basically saying that they deserve rape, which I don't think the audience is very happy to hear either of those. So I think if he changed up his first impression, I think it would start the conversation off on a better foot. Tip number two would be to create a more open and warm environment or be responsible. Instead of just standing there and yelling at people, I think if you had a tent set up, maybe some music, it would strike curiosity in his audience, and which would make them want to come up to him and ask questions instead of getting mad or getting irritated and throwing smoothies at him or starting physical violence. Tip number three I would give him would be to provide a better tone and body language. A lot of the time his arms are crossed or he just comes off very aggressive and it turns his audience away. So instead of that, I think he should maybe have his hands down or maybe even smiling sometimes. I think that'll also warm up the conversation. And the quote that I chose for this, for my presentation would be treat others how you want to be treated. Yeah, it's a little cliche, but I think it's the best way to describe it. But yeah.